Taurus, what it do? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a reading for the week of March 2nd through the 8th. This is a general love and relationship reading, so take it as it resonates. We're going to start with some overarching energy from the Romance Oracle. We'll get into your tarot reading and we will pull some advice. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay, Taurus, so let your friends help you. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. And attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So just a note about any of these cards that show up that are in the more negative light. I always see these as a spectrum. So it's better to sort of know and to work with it. Let your friends help you. I feel like you're probably already doing this, Taurus. We generally, I don't know. I feel like most folks share kind of what's going on, at least with the people in their closest inner circle. In terms of codependency, addictions can be to anything. We can even be addicted to relationships, love, intimacy, people, food, right? Even the ways in which we do relationships. So there's an energy here of probably just doing things the way that you always have before. And then this attraction card. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So if you find yourself ever moving outside of the moment or not enjoying something, particularly when it comes to like, I'm upset, I need to X, I need to let this person go, I need to da-da-da, I'm being codependent, like whatever the thing is, like anytime you move into that suffering energy, that's when we're not living fully present. And that can oftentimes be the addiction, right? As humans, oftentimes we're addicted to the energy of suffering. So that might be for some of you, probably not for all of you, but just something to think about. Let me get these cards out here for you, Taurus. Okay, underneath the deck we have the Five of Wands. So there's a sense of competition here. You might be dealing like with somebody's family. You might be dealing with your own family. Drama, just drama in general, even if it doesn't have to do with family. This could also be work, somewhere where there's just like a lot of people that are concerned with what's going on. Is the message that I'm getting here. Also, a number of people fighting for the same resource for some of you, whether that's a person, right? If you're with somebody who's like dating a lot of people, or you're a person that's like dating a lot of people and you feel like a lot of people are fighting for you, that could be the energy here. But in general, there's just this energy of competition. Not fighting, just competition. You were showing up as the King of Cups. So, you know, when I see the Kings, for some reason for me, especially because the tarot is this, you know, particularly the minor arcana, they're oscillating, right? We go through all of the suits and the cards, and one day we show up as one card and the next day we show up as the next. So the Kings always for me mean the highest level of maturity in a deck, right? As we progress through. So in love, I just see you maturing a lot. You could also you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. And we're also, and this could also be just the energy of the Piscean season that we're in, particularly if anything changed for you somewhere around like, I know, 18th, 19th, 20th last month, if there was some energy of just like you feeling us moving into this new zodiac season. That could be the thing here. The situation has to do with like a new beginning or a leap of faith that you're taking. You may be taking a new start with somebody or moving into like starting a new journey with somebody. And there is an opportunity here. I see you moving away from like turbulent times or turbulent waters, trying to move towards calmer waters. What's interesting in this card is that this card is moving onto the shore. It's not necessarily the depiction of the Rider-Waite tarot, which there's just this waves and turbulent water behind the boat and then clear waters ahead. This is more turbulence, right? So what this card just says to me is just moving. So an opportunity to move in a direction, perhaps with this new beginning, but not necessarily as cut and dry as the Rider-Waite, right? It's just movement in a direction, which could be good or bad. You can't really tell, right? And that's the case with the old card, right? You move in a direction, and oftentimes the lessons come after. So I see movement, and whatever's you're moving towards is just something new, moving on to new land, starting a new adventure here. The universe is working on the Queen of Swords energy here. So we have air energy here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is decision energy. The Queen of Swords can be very cutting, very decisive. The universe is working on this right now. This could also, this could be your energy in which you feel like the decision maker in this situation, or again, this could be vice versa. So this could be your person feeling like the decision maker. Again, when it comes to like codependency, that is also can be a codependent situation where you feel responsible for making decisions for somebody else. That can be sort of a negative place to be in, or not a negative place, but just something to watch out for, because it's important to have two independent folks being able to make their own independent decisions in service of the relationship, as opposed to one person sort of taking the parent control and feeling in charge. What you don't see coming is the Knight of Pentacles. So there's action being taken here, but it's very, very slow action, very deliberate. This could be somebody reworking their routines, coming up with their own guidelines here. Routine speaks heavily to me in this card, but moreover, the Knight of Pentacles can be like so slow, it can be like drainingly slow. So somebody's taking action here. It is very deliberate, but the Knight is the slowest pentacle in the deck. And for some reason in this read so far, it seems the Queen of Swords energy is like very being able to make quick decisions, whereas the Knight of Pentacles is like, I want to make the right decision. But oftentimes those things can be at odds, right? Whereas the Queen is like quick and wanting to, I want to get this done now. I want this to make sense. And the Knight is like, I don't know that that is the right decision for me at this period of time. So I'm seeing these as juxtaposed a little bit, and I don't think you see this coming, this slow moving action. In the near future, we have the Sun card. So lots of happiness coming in the future. This is inner happiness. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. So I do see there's this energy of like really enjoying the moment. This person is dancing in the sun. I don't know how much dancing you do personally, but if I can convey the feeling of just being completely happy and timeless, when you're involved in an activity for however much time, but it feels like that that thing lasted for days or weeks or whatever, and it may have only been 5 minutes. I really see that energy coming in for you, this like happiness. And this is like a season of happiness, like a long sort of period of time. Also Leo energy showing up here. But this is like a major influence. I feel like there's a lot that's going to happen between this new beginning, this leap of faith, and this sun. So the situation where you're at now to where this happiness is, there's like a lot of major arcana that comes in between that. But I think ultimately it's going to be good. But I do see in a relatively short period of time, not super short, but like you're going to be working through an entire cycle of like ups and downs of the major arcana, right? Of all the things that happen, the 19 or so cards that come in between these two cards, okay? In the recent past, I see you making plans. So you're making some plans towards the future. Like I said, I feel like in terms of timing, the Knight of Pentacles isn't a great timing card, but what I can tell you is it's slow. So I think you've made some plans and they are going to be slower than expected. And you're showing up in this situation as the Seven of Pentacles. And this is another card of patience, okay? So planting the seeds for something to happen, and then having the patience to nurture the seed and let it grow. Growing, like if you've never grown a plant from a seed, or if you have, you know what I'm talking about. Some plants grow wildly, right? Other plants take time, particularly like fruit-bearing plants, right? Where there's this whole season of things that you have to do in order to get to the harvest. And here, you know, what's depicted in this card is a tree. So there's a lot of patience that's required for this thing to grow here. And again, that's another pentacle energy that is a little bit slower than these other energies that we sometimes feel in the deck. We have the Knight of Wands showing up is right in front of you. The Nine of Wands can be defensive or having to guard yourself. So I am getting that energy here of just, there's a bit of defensiveness here, or the need for it to be here. And again, ask for support. You may be not asking for support at this time. There's this sense, you can see these wands are like guarding this person. So it's like holding yourself back, right? Let me just like create this area around me that's impenetrable so nobody else can come in, so that I can defend myself, is the energy that I'm getting here for you, Taurus. Hopes and fears, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I see you showing up as very abundant here, having all the resources you need to get the things that you need. Again, we have this pentacle energy showing up pretty heavily in this reading, which makes sense for my earth sign Tauri out there. I feel like you're wanting to nurture a situation, like you're really wanting to give to something here very, very heavily. You're really wanting to give here. There's a fear that you're not going to be able to give enough. That might be where this defensiveness is coming from. We'll clarify that. Let's clarify this Queen of Pentacles. Give me one card, please. Temperance. Yeah, there's just this need for balance here. I'm getting the sense that there's more gray area that needs to happen here. There are very big extremes that have probably been taking place, and there's more gray area, specifically in terms of the need to like either take care of somebody or feel taken advantage of by somebody. How do you stay the center way here? Is the message I'm getting for you there. And in the outcome, we have the Four of Pentacles. I see you holding on something, somebody, perhaps your resources. In the best case, this means, you know, your savings together, things are working out, everything's going well. In the worst case, this means miser, so holding on to things too tightly. We'll get some advice for you here moving forward. Let's get some advice for our Taurus friends. Let's get out. Meditate and contemplate. Whatever's going on for you, Taurus. When you reach out to your friends, to your support network, to your family, to like whoever it is, I feel like there's a tendency to hold on to people's information, to hold on to their opinions and their advice. You may have had a tendency in the past to be so defensive that you ignored folks in the past, and that has made you almost too receptive to people's information. I'm getting the sense here that it's okay to seek counsel and to get a bunch of opinions in, but it's up to you to meditate and contemplate on that information so that you can get what you needed to get out of it and then leave the rest behind. The advice here is to listen to yourself, but to seek counsel from other people regarding the situation moving forward. Okay, Taurus, that's what I have for you today. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.